Hey everyone. So I just thought of having to talk about something personal now with all the ongoing COVID stuff. I think each and every one of us have been impacted in some way. I, for one, have not been spared from that brunt. So in Malaysia, it's more than a month, and we're expecting it to at least go up until June. The government has actually officially extended our lockdown, or kind of a more relaxed version of a lockdown, to the 14th of May. Yeah, I don't think that will likely be lifted anytime soon after that date. But anyway, let's talk about myself. Some of you have been wondering, yo, what's this guy doing? What does he do? How does he own all that BAPE? All that good stuff. So, just wanted to make this video to address those questions. I think it's about time. It's been over 5 years since I've joined YouTube, and I think I've been actively engaged with my subscribers, uploading videos. I think I'm about to 200 videos to date. So, yeah, it's been, I think, a good 3-4 years of reviewing BAPE stuff, odds and ends, and recently collectibles, 1/6 scale collectibles, especially my new gaming setup, which I just managed to finish my build, not really my build, my setup last month, just before the lockdown started. And I think it was quite timely in that sense. Who would have thought that work from home would be the norm right now, as the term new normal gets thrown around? All these things called like the flattening of the curve. Well, now that things have more or less settled down in Malaysia, I know in certain countries it's spiking up and down. It's quite volatile in terms of the statistics, the infections, the death toll. But one thing's for sure, over at the West, the UK, the US, is pretty bad. I think we're seeing a tapering of infections, except for countries like Indonesia and all that. But that's another story for another day. Right now, I just want to talk about some of the things that people have been asking. So first things first, the question of what do I do for a living? And that question is simple. I've been working in the financial industry. That means worked in banks, insurance companies, telcos. I've been around a few places. Primarily, my focus has always been on the finance side. I've always been involved in a regional role, so I've traveled quite a bit over my working career. Not to say it's that fantastic, but I'm a little bit comfortable with where I am. I'm blessed with the opportunity to travel, to have a bit of an income to spend on stuff that I like. And yeah, and as well, my wife, she works in the finance industry as well, slightly different from mine. But when we did start off after graduating from university, we did more or less the same thing, at least in the early parts of our career. It's interesting to see how it goes. Hopefully, it stays that way as long as possible. I, for one, can't sit still in a company. So that's what I actually do for a living. And so if you guys are not following me yet, I have a giveaway contest that I launched a few days ago, and it's going to be concluding on the 30th of April. So for the US guys, that would be about 12 a.m. GMT. That's when the contest will end, and I will be announcing the winner on the first week of May. So as you hear this recording, it will be the 1st of May in Malaysia. So just in case you want to know, the giveaway is actually the Bathing Ape magazine book. It's called the MOOK in Japan, MOOK, and it comes with a gift. It's a BAPE ABC Camo shoulder bag. I bought two previously, one for myself and one that I'm going to give away this time. And that bag is fantastic. It's very high quality. I think you can check out the video in my YouTube profile. Put it up there some time ago. But I think it's just a way of thanking my subscribers for their support and their feedback. So I really greatly appreciate that. The other question I tend to get is, what size should I get? And that's a really difficult question. So generally, I would say that for local BAPE produce, like non-collab, just purely from the BAPE guys, uh, if it's made by BAPE, so the best way to actually get a good estimate on whether it fits you is to compare it with Uniqlo. Now, Uniqlo is based off a Japanese brand, so it's for the Japanese people. So originally, BAPE is also tailored for that kind of demographic. So I would say that if you want to see whether it fits you, then try Uniqlo. All right. So you want to try whether a jacket fits you, a BAPE jacket, a hoodie, and whatnot. Use the Uniqlo equivalent as a guideline, as a baseline. Unless, of course, it's a collaboration with a foreign label, Mitchell and Ness for their NBA jerseys, then I would say that those go slightly larger. Typically for basketball jerseys, they're always longer, but slightly bigger as well on the sides. Or if they collab with Champion, similarly, that would be more true to size as compared to an original BAPE tee, hoodie, and whatnot. But I always found that for BAPE tees, there are different variations. If you see some of my videos in the past, there are different labels for different tees. So it really depends. But generally, the rule of thumb is, again, like I would say, compare it with Uniqlo. That would be your best bet. The other question I tend to get is, why don't you do any more BAPE videos? The answer really is I haven't really stopped doing BAPE videos. It's just that I have certain priorities, certain interests that have peaked in the recently, particularly like doing up the home setup because of the circumstances of having to work from home. So the BAPE stuff had to take a back seat, but rest assured, more BAPE stuff will be coming. In fact, I've got a whole cupboard full of BAPE stuff that I've yet to actually wear, unbox, and all that. And most of my stuff have now been more focused towards the OG stuff, like during Eagles time, the 90s to up to the 2000s, 2009, 2010. So I've been looking for those OG kind of pieces, which is quite hard to come by nowadays, especially with the steep price and all that. But I'm actually looking in the market and seeing if the prices have actually dropped because of unemployment, especially in the US. And I know that there are a lot of collectors probably need some cash, and all that. So just a side note, right now, I think there are a lot of great promotions, sales items, things are going for sale. People are letting go their price collections, even from the 1/6 scale collectibles. I think those are going for good prices because people just need the money and to survive, to eat. And the funny thing is, I even got a private message. I'm not going to name names, but I got a private message from a follower that said that he got cash from there's a scheme in the US where you're unemployed and they give you some benefit. And that guy was actually using his cash benefit to offer me a price for my Beats headphones. Now, those BAPE Beat headphones are really real pieces, and it was part of the BAPE 20th anniversary celebration right? So you'll probably never get another Beats and BAPE collection anytime soon. But this guy actually offered me up to $500 US, and I told him, nah, I don't think that's going to work because it costs a little bit more, and you want me to ship it all the way to the US, it's going to cost even more. So I just rejected him, but I'm just really surprised that he actually used that money of his to, instead of looking for, essential items, he went for something that he deemed as essential, which is headphones. And he's unemployed. So, I think the priorities has to be set right. I didn't tell him because I don't think I'm in that position to advise anyone. It's up to you what you want to do with your money. So, by normal, I think things have changed so much that people are starting to relook, and probably it's a good time for people who's got money to look out for good deals as well. So I'm also on Facebook group. So you'll probably be surprised. Things tend to be a little bit more expensive over there, and if I can get it from a local collector, why not? Or somewhere in Japan or whatnot. So the BAPE videos are coming, so please be patient with that. In the meantime, I think that should be all for now. Hope you like the new format. If you have any further questions or comments, or you don't like this format, you dislike it, please do the necessary. So I think that's all for now. Please follow me on Instagram. My handle is LKHOE23. If you found my YouTube video, great. The links are all provided there. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.